So in a backup, I will talk about different things in a backup. What is a backup, and different devices we use where we put a backup locations. Okay, in a backup, what is backup and what is the use of this backup use. Next, we have to discuss about where to put it. So where to you have to put it means location. So where we have to put the back after taking a backup, we have to store the backup in some location, right? So what is the different locations? Okay, then different types of backups. So the way you take the backups. Okay, if different tools also there to take a backup kind of stuff in Windows 10, how to take the backup. So like that, different tools we will discuss first. Okay, then I will show you the practical way, like types, and also I will try to show you in Windows also. Okay, so we'll try to complete this thing first. Okay, so this is the thing. Okay, so what is the backup? Backup means you have a some data. For example, you have a data. For example, data means files and folders. Okay, we call it as a data in a system data. Normally data means tablet format, that is a database format. Normally data means you have a files, folders, anything in the file, in the format. Okay, whatever it is, the file, whatever the folder it is. Okay, for example, I have a folder name is data1. It contains the files like a file 1, F2, F3, F4 files are there. Now I want to take a backup of this one. So what you will do normally, in generally, we don't involve in whatever it is a backup technology. What we do, we'll copy entire data into separate location. We'll copy entire data into a separate location, like a maybe USB drive or maybe separate drive or anything. So we'll create a one folder. Okay, so we'll create a one folder. We copy all the data into that folder only. So this is also is a kind of backup only. Okay, it is also, we can say it is a kind of backup only. It means, so I have a lot of data. For example, these are all my data. So what I do, so it is a possible that I can lose the data, like accidental deletion. One is, so what happened to data here, it is, it can be accidental okay, accidental deletions can be happen. Okay, accidentally it can be deleted or maybe corrupted. Okay, it can be corrupted. So maybe corrupted. Okay, or maybe deleted, corrupted, or drive is not working, or corrupted drive not working in any case. So if it is like you feel there is a data and the data maybe you will lose the data. So in that cases what we will do, so we'll take a data and we'll copy the data. Just I'm copying a data into some folder. Okay, so um, what happened, um, okay, something b folder. Okay, so or backup folder. I created a backup folder. Okay, I copy the data here. Copy means just copy, right click, copy, paste into some place. So this is also, we can say it is a backup only, the first step of the backup. Okay, not type of backup, it is a First step of backup. What is this first step? In generally, what we do? In generally, what we do? And what is the problem with this kind of stuff? And what is the advantage of this one? So normally, advantage we can tell it is very simple to do copy, right? Copy, paste into some place. That's it. Later we can, if you need, then we will search the data and we have to replace the original size. Like for example, I lost this data. It is already, if in case it is already there in some backup location. In case if it is there already there in a backup location, so I can recover the data from backup location. Means I can recopy back. If I lost the data, I can recopy back. Okay, so it is very easy to copy a data from one place to another place, and we call it as a backup. But actually it is not a backup, but we are doing generally by securing our data. But actually what is a backup? Oh, I don't know what happened. Okay, so you have a data, so you put a data in in a single single archive format, in a single archive. So what is the archive? Archive, usually the word is archive, is like keep in a library type. Okay, you have a books and you are no longer using it, put that one into a one place. Okay, or you have a files and you are no longer using these files. Okay, sorry one second. Okay. So in a single archive, it is like, um, you have a data and you keep everything into a combined part, like um, all files all files in a single file. Okay, so archiving is also like a, like currently you are no longer using it, we can put it in a one single file format. Okay, so we can say, how to explain all this without doing a practical, like I have a different files. Okay, and different directories, for example, I want to take backup means I will keep everything into a single a file. Okay, it is a single archive file I am putting, archive one. So it is not a folder, it is now, it is a kind of file, it is with some extension. Okay, so I put all the files and folders into a single file. So what are these archiving formats? We can see here it is. Okay, single, with a single file we are putting all the files and folders. So that is called a archiving, or a, also we can say it is backup. So different archiving formats also there. So we'll go to the, what is the archive formats. In Windows we use WinRAR. That's why I tell WinRAR first, because you will understand what it is. Okay, so do you remember WinRAR? So in Windows we are using RAR technology. So we are archiving everything and compress and put it into one single location. That is called WinRAR. tar tar in Linux we use a tar. Okay, and also we use a compression technologies like a gzip. Okay, bzip, to WinRAR, tar, gzip, bzip. Okay, this is a compression technologies. This is a compression. Okay, so and next tar.gz, tar.bz2. Okay, so also like a t, like this. Okay, So xz also there, xz also there. Like these are in a line x. There is a archiving formats. So this is a compression format. Compression format generally in Windows we use gzip, 7z. So different technologies we use it. In Linux, gzip, bzip we are using. Okay, so it is a archive and archive and compress. In Linux, they are using this type of formats. It is nothing but a file. This file contains lot of folders and files. Like if you open any winrar file, any winrar is there, not there here. At least here, yeah, you can see it's a tz. It is a tz. It is a t tar.gz. Both are same. Okay, but representation. This is a zip format. This is the zip format. Okay, what is this tar.gz? If you open, so you can see a folder, you can see a lot of files in it, but it is a file. Generally inside a file we have a lot of files and folders. So this is a archiving format. In Windows we have one more format, that is for a backup format is um, different backup formats are there, that we'll see. Okay, so this is what we can say archive. This is another step. Next step of backup thing means put everything into a single archive and keep it in a one place, that is called a backup. Okay, so either you are no longer using a data or maybe a current data, whatever you are using data, so put it in an archive and keep it in one place. If you want, you can do compression. So this is a, so another type. It's not a type of backups, what I'm saying, it is another way of keeping data safe. Okay, so one is copying into different folder or different locations, copy the data into some location. Next one is archiving. So here to here the differences. If you copy a data in a just all the files in a just like files only. Like if you can see files and folders, everything is like this. It is normal only. Any file you can open and you can use it. Okay, but in the archive formats, what happen? So everything into one single file. So again you have to extract it and you can able to view the data, or maybe you can access the data only. So what is the advantage of this one is it's easy to copy and easy to view the files. It is it is also easy to put it in a archive format, but if only we can able to access after extracting the data, from that format. Okay, so we can access the data. Here we don't need to do that one, but this is will save your space, the space occupation. Because of compression, space occupation will be easy to access, and everything is under one single file. It is um, you don't lose the data. Means like one again here, it is a possible that some of the files accidentally deletion or maybe corrupted, okay, or maybe replaced or edited. But in archive format we cannot we want to, so we don't touch it, so we can't alter the data inside archive format. Okay, we don't delete one single file from archive format. Okay, so this is about your things. Okay, so this is about your okay. Okay, so here up to here. Next, as I'm going to one by one step in a what is backup kind of stuff. Okay, next I have a data. Okay, data means I have files and folders. I have a files and folders also there. Now here in archive one more point I want to tell, like if in case um, I have a data and the data is you archived it, but in a main location that you lost some data. So again, You have to search in archive. Each archive you have to search it. Like I have multiple archives are there. Okay, I have a multiple archives are there. For example, daily I'm taking some archive one. Okay, next archive two, like this. Okay, so I have a multiple archives. I have to search which archive has this data and which date we taken, which date of the data we want to restore it. Again, we have to check the archive. Again, we have to. So column here and here in a copy and in archive, both are easy to take it and easy to restore. But point is, what data? What kind of data it is? Which file you missed it? From last, what is the last restoration part? So like that, you have to take it. Okay, what you are already archived, what data you are already copied, you copied, you are not cut pasted. For example, in my download, okay, so here it is. In my download I have a lot of files. Okay, and originally I have to remove from lot of things from here because my external hard disk is full. So what I'm saying is, whatever the data, uh, I just what I done, I cut the data and paste into external hard disk. Very simple. I cut the data and paste it into hard disk. But here we are not deleting the data. We are not cutting the data here. We are not moving the data. We are keep the data in system, and also we'll keep in a separate copy. We are keeping in a separate copy. Okay. But whenever you lost one file and we don't know what file it lost, if you know the what file lost and when which where it is, the location of the data in your backup, first one. Second one is based on the date modifications, and next what data you are copied earlier. So we don't know, no. So for example, this is the data, and I copied some of the I copied the data into different location. Now after few days again I will copy, means in a backup location again and again I have to copy. Every time modified I have to copy. So you have to do manually. First one. Second one is you're copying a data, means what files you are copied already, and what is the maintenance, what is the directories, files, in a way, the location way and all we are not maintaining here. We are saving the data only. Okay, and which archive your data is there you don't know. Second, date wise or format wise or like a the hierarchical way or a original location way you are not saving it. Once you copy, for example I have a different drives. Okay, so this PC, I have a different drives here. Oh, my C drive suddenly showing more space. Okay, good. That windows.world gone, I got a my space. Okay, so this is it. Okay, for example, I copy some data from F drive, some data from Z drive, some data from E drive, some data from H drive. I copied it. Okay, I copied into one location. Now I want to restore it. And where to restore, we don't know from where you copied the data. From where you copied, either from F drive or D drive or E drive or which folder, we don't know. So we lost the data and we want to restore the data, but what is actually original location, we don't know. So these things are in the this one. So what is this backup technologies and backup softwares? Like you can do backup with default tools in system, in a system. Okay, default backup tools are there in a system, so you can go to control panel, find out about backup thing, that's it. So you can this are the special applications, like a you can use a software also, use the software to take a backup. Okay, so different softwares are available in the market. Okay, so different softwares are backup softwares are available in market to backup, to restore also is there. Okay, so we'll see that software is also possible. Okay, this is the, so what is this backup will do. So when you have a data, it means files, okay, folders, just for representing your folders kind of stuff. Okay, and that is enough. Okay, if you have a files and folders, what we will put it, it the actual backup, the backup tools will maintain the backup in a one structure. So and also it will notify which is already backup, which is not at backup, which is already backup, which is not at backup. Okay, so what is this backup will do, it will keep date and time, date and time, original locations of the data, and that structure of the data. So the files folders wise, it will be maintain original structure only. From where you taken means the locations. So based on what location you taken, original location of data, original location of data will be there in a means complete path, date and time. Important things are do these two things: original location of the data, date and time. Okay, and if in original location after taking a backup, it's notified this data is already taken a backup. You have to take the backup of new files only, not again original files, not again original files. Okay, so like that, keep it in a one proper tracking. So this is what backup means. Okay, this is a backup.
Sir, can you please explain it again?
Last part.
Yes, sir.
Very good. Even myself, I thought actually I didn't clearly explain myself only, so I'm just waiting. Okay, see here it is. Mm, this is my F drive. This is my F drive. I back up data from here. Okay, I took a backup and I keep it in a some place. Instead of copying paste, what I done. So when I backup in a backup location, in a backup, in a backup, it will tell what is the path. For example, usually my I use one folder for backup part. C drive, data 1 2 3 directories are there now. So okay, now let's just think like this is my J data. J data. This is I taken a backup. These files I took a backup in a separate location. Now in the backup means in the backup, when you open the backup to restore, automatically it will tell what is the location of this particular data. I took in take a backup of this one, so it will tell what is the location of this data. And also I taken a backup from here. For example, um, I taken a backup of this one also. Okay, so I taken a backup of these two folders. So see this folder and this one. Okay, or maybe all these things, or maybe only files. I selected these files to take a backup, some of these files. Okay, or maybe all the files. So in a backup location, in backup, if you open the backup, it will tell from where you taken a backup. This is the original location of this data. So it will notify that this is the original location. So you taken this file is belongs to G drive J data folder, G drive J data folder, or maybe like this file is there, it is in a backup location. If you go to the backup location, if you open it, it will tell the G drive Oracle apps is the original location of this file, original location of this file. Okay, so for example, these are some files are there. I created in 2009. Okay, so here is some files are there. For example, these files also, okay, I taken a backup. I taken a backup. In a backup, if you go to f4.txt, and it will tell what is the original location of this one. So what is the advantage is, when I want to restore, means in original location data is lost. If I want to restore a file or a complete data, so it knows what is the original location, then it will go and sit in their original location only. Okay, so that is, even though like you can say like these are our files. Okay, so I taken a backup. In a backup location, it has a, it knows what is the their original location, then it will try to restore into original location only, like that. So that is a original location of data knows in a backup. In a backup, next, date and time. When you take in a backup, when you take the backup of that file, when you take the backup of that file, also it will notify that this is the, this time we taken a backup. So yesterday backup, this is today's backup, this is day before backup. So like that, date and time will be there. Daily I'm taking a backup, like every day, or maybe weekly we are taking a backup, or monthly we are taking backup, yearly we are taking a backup. So it will save in some location. The date and time will be saved in some location. That is called a, that is one more part. So one more part is there. I taken a backup. So here, last part we may confuse. Okay. You already taken a backup of some files. Okay, files backup. For example, this is you taken a backup. In your backup, these three files are there. Okay, these three files you are taken a backup completed, and today completed, job completed. Tomorrow new files are created. New files are created. Now you want to take a backup. So think this concept. I have a data folder. For example, data 1 folder, F1, F2, F3 files are there. Now you are already taken a backup of these things. You taken a backup. Completed. Today, completed. And tomorrow, new files are created. So F5, sorry, okay, F4, whatever it is, no problem. F5, F6. So three files are created. Okay. So these three files already in a backup, and these three files are new files today. Now you want to take a backup again. You have to take entire thing. You have to take the backup of entire thing. Instead of taking a backup of everything, we will take the backup of only three things also. You need to mention, well, take these three files only, only two files, only three files, or all files. You need to mention, give everything. Your backup software or application understand, okay, understand what is already taken a backup, okay, and what files has to be taken backup, so that will take backup next time. So what happened, what files has to take backup, only what files will backup. That is the another thing about your backup. Actually backup means, okay, so the what backup will do. Okay, so we can use default tools in an operating system, or you can use softwares. So whatever it is, once you've done a backup, so it will notify that these files are backup, these files are already backup. So these files are not at backup, so it is not there in my backup. So what it will do, it will back up these things. So that is the advantage of backup. Use of backup, you already I told, if you lost the data, accidentally corrupted the data, drive is not working, corrupted transmission or anything, drive corruption or a drive is not working kind of stuff, okay, disconnected kind of stuff, or something damage occur, or a data is accidentally deleted or corrupted. So your backup will help you to restore the data back again. Thank you. Restore the backup. So this is the first. Second, normally, but to save the data, you can copy the data into backup folder. Normal folder, just folder. It is a you are copying into a separate folder, maybe external hard disk or anything somewhere you can able to copy the data. And also you can do archiving techniques like a winrar, tar, compression like a zip, winzip like that. Okay, compression is compression of data. This is archiving a data, and archive the data, keep it in separate location. If in case if you lost the data, you can restore it from archiving also. Archiving comes in a two type of meanings here. Archiving means, in my sentence it is, you have a data, whether it is files or folders or any kind of data, it is we can put it single file only. We keep everything into single archive format file, okay, in archive format only. So we'll put in a single file. Your files and folders, we keep it in a single single file, single file, okay, in archive format. So winrar, tar kind of formats, in generally I'm telling in generally format, okay. Next, we can take a multiple archive, depends upon your data or the way you choose how to take a archiving, that is we can able to take it, okay. But I told little bit differences what it is. Whether you copy a data, like I copy some data from F drive, some data from G drive, I copy a data from H drive, I copy a data from D drive, I copy data from E drive, and I copy a data, I keep it in a location, or maybe I archive those data and keep it in a some different location. Now, if you want to restore it, if you are open the data, for example, your drive is corrupted. For example, drive is corrupted. You inserted a new drive. You inserted a new drive. Now you want to restore the data from your archive. So, but you don't know what is the original location of that data. Okay, from where you taken? Do you taken from D drive? Do you taken from E drive, or maybe H drive, or maybe F drive? You don't know original location of that data. We have a data safe, but from where you taken, that is not there, okay. From where you taken, that is not, again you have to notify, I taken this backup from this location. Next, when you taken that backup, what is the file related date and time kind of stuff, it is not there, okay. Next, normally the backups comes with the default tools, means in your system has their own default tools are available, and software and applications are also we can different softwares we can able to use it. So our backup, actually backup means not just a copying a data, or not just archiving a data. Archiving is we can consider, but not just a copying data. So it will maintain the structure of original location of the data, where from where you taken a backup. So what is the location of that file or a folder? What is the original location of the file and folder? We can maintain date and time of the backup, we can maintain, and already taken a backup kind of stuff, no need to take the backup, automatically it will send, it will tell you this already taken a backup. So this is about here what is the backup. Next, locations we have to discuss. Then I will go to type of backups, okay. What is this locations? It means when you taken a backup, you took backup, that is good, but where you store, okay.
Sir, what if backup gets deleted accidentally?
That's why you have
Then
to
again we
secure the
need.
backup properly.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, here it is very simple. It is um, for example, you have a data, good, um, and you have a backup. Okay, you have a data one, and you taken a backup. The backup name is backup one. You store in some place. Now what happened? The backup is gone, or maybe drive is corrupted. The location got damaged. What happened? Either you have to take again backup. If you in case your data is safe, okay, but backup is gone. So what we have to do? You have to take a backup again. You have to take a backup again. In general, that is a normal one. But if data loss and backup is also lost. Okay, if data is lost and backup is also lost. So what you have to do? You can't do anything. Lot of also recovery tools are there. That is a data corrupted recovery tools, partition recovery kind of stuff. But it is also recover the virus kind of stuff also. That is not good one. So normally we have a small partitions like 10 GB, 20 GB like that. But in a enterprises thing, they have a terabytes of data. So what tools they will use it? So what they will do in a companies, in enterprises, they store the backup in multiple locations. They store in a multiple location. It means same data, different locations, geographical locations also. This is actually very good question. Okay, so normally people think it is a foolish question. Guys, when is something a full type of questions or very low value questions, if we are thinking that one, okay, well, I'm not saying that is a small question or a backwards question, but I'm telling it is some questions are look like that one, but that is very important, and it will show lot of solutions wise. That's why already I told in our one class, in printer class I think. So ask me that kind of that you have to get doubt, that kind of doubts also. Other kind of doubts is okay, but this kind of doubts also you should get it. What if happens if my backup is gone? That is will give a very big solutions, very good solutions. Okay, why I am telling it is, if one company is has important data, it means their company data is there, project related, employees related, whatever the data is related data is there, they store data, they take a backup and keep it in one place, right? Something can be happen, right? So accidentally can be deleted, that one drive can be corrupted. It's electronic devices, anything is electronic way, so it can be deleted, corrupted. Fire accidents, earthquakes, fire accidents can be occurs, earthquake can be occur, you can't expect, right? So we can't say like how backup will be deleted. It is like a question about like a Titanic question only. What is a Titanic question? It is Titanic, when they build they said it is unsinkable, the ship never sink, so that is a Titanic. But someone put a question like what if it is a sink? Then everybody laugh, and they didn't take any precautions on it. It just got sink. So finally, the question got successful. Okay, Titanic is not successful. Titanic movie is successful, but the question is we are ignored that question. That is important here. What if this thing is failure? Very good. Okay, so what is the solution? Also will come here only. So I took a backup, and I we have to store someplace, right? So different locations are there. In a traditionally, we use DATs. We use a DATs. DAT. What is a DAT? Digital audio tapes. That's it. DAT. Yeah. Earlier days, very less kind of stuff is there. Now we have a lot of stuffs came back. Okay, so then Google also confusing what answer exactly you are thinking. Okay. Okay, digital audio tapes. What is this digital audio tapes? It is a magnetic tape. Maybe if you remember anything like a cassettes, audio cassettes like this, or DVD cassettes at least. If you have a thing like a DVD cassettes, DVD, DVD cassettes, audio cassettes, it is a magnetic tape is there. So we can go to this one. This is a magnetic tape. VCR different. VCR also a magnetic type only. It's a very big one, but this is a DVD type of cassettes only. Okay, that cassettes. It is the size is in a DVD. Camcorders are there, no? Camcorders. The camcorder having a small cassette. Okay, video recorder having a big cassettes, but camcorders having a small cassettes. Audio, video storage cassettes type only. Okay, so each cassette having a different capacity to store the data. So what the people will do? What people will do? What happening here? So yeah. So what the people do? It is a magnetic tape. So we'll store in a magnetic in a sequential manner. Sequential manner. So each tape they will put a date. So what is the when we taken a backup or a sequence number. So and they will put a date on it. So when we taken last backup. So we can restore it back up from it. Okay. So it is important of that is it's a cheap compared to all the solutions because it's a backup only. This is just a backup. You're taking a backup and store the backup in that. That's it. So that is a very cost less cost. No, no, no. I want to store in a disk. I want to store in some DVDs and all. That will be costly. And if you no longer require that data, for example, you're maintaining from last 10 years, and some data storage is really not required. Really, it's the data is very low and it is very old project, and you don't want that one. You can retape it. You can retape it also. So first is it's a cheap and it is a magnetic tape. It is nothing but a magnetic tape only. Like a floppy disk is a magnetic disk is there inside. Same thing it is. It's a magnetic tape is there inside. Okay, like that. So you can see this is a picture. It's a magnetic tape is there. So it will store the data in a. There is a read and write header is there. So it will put it the data into that one. Okay, this is a Walkman kind of stuff. Maybe in future your kids may don't know. My kids, okay, cassettes. So it's a magnetic type cassette. Each type of different cassettes having a different storage capacity is also there. Yeah, there are trying to show you the cassettes okay. So some are look like this one, but see it is a floppy disk and it's a cassette. Okay, so the drives also available. Okay, so this is the different drives, onboard drives and offboard drives also there. Okay, they will maintaining cassettes. Okay, so secure the cassette also is a important thing. Okay, as you said, like if what if the cassette is gone or corrupted because it's a magnetic type, any electromagnetic interference corrupt the data. Any electromagnetic interference corrupt the data possible, right? So that is a magnetic type available in different capacities. Okay, available in a different capacity. Okay, it is a cheap magnetic tape and different capacity. Okay, available in different capacity. And do you remember CC closed circuit cameras? Usually, closed CC cams data in earlier days they store in a data only. Still, lot of companies will store in that because it's a cheaper, and once you store tape completed, once tape is completed, they will keep in one side only. They'll put a when they started and when it is ended. So when it is the tape started, the date I insert the cassette, and when it is by removing, so that's only date it is there, like a start date, end date of the magnetic tape. And once it is completed, they will keep aside and they will insert a new cassette. For CC cams also, it will record in the dat, and hours of data is available, 120 minutes or 180 minutes of different capacity is there. In minute wise or storage space, like a 1 GB wise also there. Okay, so it will store in that one, so then anytime we can be able to watch it. Currently, not currently, CC cams, the people are storing into hard disk. They'll insert one terabyte or 2 terabyte of hard disk for a CC cams. They will maintain for 1 month or 2 months. The old data will be deleted automatically. Old data will be deleted automatically. We will delete the automatically old data. But in a magnetic tapes, that type means you don't need to delete it just once. uh, Cassette is completed, keep it in one side only. Keep it in one side only. Okay. Okay, this is one of the location is so it is a, 30 GB, 72 GB capacities. Okay, so like that, each one as in a time wise or a data wise it is there. Okay, where it is. Okay, that is one of the important locations in that. Okay, next. Next location. So that is one location. Next location is your hard disk only. Disk drives. Put the data into hard disk. That's it. Data into external hard disk. External hard disk you can able to keep the data. Okay. Hard disk, CDs, DVD. Now Blu-ray. I don't know what happened to Blu-rays. Now it is gone from the market now, or still available. Blu-ray formats are available. Blu-rays, the cost is very high. They're launching with a high cost, and this become less demand. You can put it in a CD, DVD also. Some organizations, so they'll take the daily backup. The around the daily backup depends upon the capacity. For example, I'm generating a daily data is 500 MB. CD is enough, and I will take this date and time, and I took the backup and I'll keep in a one location, safe location. DVDs, if I have my backup daily backup is more than, if in case more than 500 MB, so it DVDs. Okay. Blu-rays. Blu-rays is a high capacity. Like I have a lot of data in my PC, then I can store it. When my sister purchased this laptop, so she brought it to me. Then this she showed. That time, no data inside. Now full of data, no backup. Okay. Today is a sorry. Today is actually holiday for me, as per my portal. Okay. As per my portal, everybody's took in a holiday. Again, next holiday, again May 12th, July, September, October. This month only I got a lot of holidays. April, April, April. See, April, April, April. Three holidays out of three. I use only one holiday. Things will happen. Okay, so different. This is the data whatever I mean. That's why. Okay, so high capacity data is there, so then we can able to store in DVD and even this PC when she brought it, we don't have any data specifically. Only is operating system, one or two applications, and D drive contains drivers, the drivers thing. So what I done, I brought some DVDs and I took a kind of backup from the system. Okay, so that is called a system image backup. I took it, taken. So I will explain that Windows wise system image backup also. Next, you can keep the data in an external hard disk. Okay, so guys, my suggestion is if you don't have, better to um, buy a external hard disk. Okay, so better to buy any external hard disk 1 terabyte or 2 terabyte. If you don't have any different storage kind of stuff, okay, so my point is better to buy at least 1 terabyte of external hard disk. So companies depends upon you, what are the company you choose it. So before going, okay, otherwise you can buy a 2 terabytes also, no problem. So 2 terabytes is also relevant cost only, like you can say 5,000 to 99. Earlier watches I purchased, that is a 6,000. Okay, this is high capacities, without so only trace on. This is 1 terabyte. Okay, this is a Western Digital 1 terabyte passport or something, different names are there. So put a less cost on it, and more secure. And also you have to buy the cover, like this is some covers are there. Okay, this is a 2 terabyte of a data with a military grade. It means it is highly protected. Okay, so if you fall down also, it we have to pay extra. So anyway, so something around 1200 like that. So 1 terabyte is, this is 2 terabyte. Okay, 3.0, this is the cases. These are the cases. This is where I'm searching for cases on. So you have to buy a case and keep it drive safely. So what is this? It is for external drive, 2 USB port, 4 month recovery included. Okay, automatically take the backup. Okay, so it is saying like that, but still I don't know. Have to check it how it is works. Okay, guys, whatever it is, my suggestion is take an external hard disk. So keep your data, important data or maybe big data, keep it there. Okay, external hard disk is a another location. Okay, next next to location is network location. What is this network location? Next location is network location. Where is this network location? Central storage. What are the central storages? NAS, SAN. You can keep the data in your NAS or a SAN. So usually NAS will store a data also. Like when I take a backup, I will keep it in a NAS storage. Any central location, server or anything. So big locations are NAS and SAN. So you can store in a network location. So what are the data I backup from my system? I keep it in different location like a NAS and SAN storages. Okay, maintain in that ones in a backup location. So again, that is a cheaper one. Hard disk, if you are not able to go with a DAT, so you don't want to go for a DAT, then you can use hard disk. In some companies, some organizations prefer to put a data in DVDs and keep aside. Next one is external hard disk for a personal. External hard disk is generally not enterprise purpose. It is for a personal. So for a personal saving keeping data is external hard disk. Okay, if you buy an external hard disk, generally there are given tools also, backup tools, applications they will give. You can configure and automatically. So daily you just connect it and automatically take the backup as per your requirement, or you can configure it. last one is important is a cloud backup. Cloud. You can store your backup in the cloud also. What is the storing in a cloud? Means OneDrive. OneDrive is a cloud storage. Next, Google Drive. Google Drive. It is not Google, it is Google Drive. It's also a cloud storage. iPhone people, iCloud. For iPhone people, iCloud storage. I have one site. I know a few sites. Okay. What happened? Okay. So mag dot gz or something is there. Megas dot nz. Sorry. This is mega dot nz. What if a directory contains corrupted files? Then backup is also occur. How to know if the archive or a data is successfully backup or not? If you have a data already corrupted, if you know it is already corrupted, means better not to take a backup. So backup always a proper data. Okay, you can keep the data in a proper location also. So first thing is data should not be corrupted. Okay, make sure. If you don't know means I don't know that one. Yeah, it is. Maybe a data can be corrupted before you take in a backup, and you have to check the data. So, what is the data, whether it is good or not? And if it is already corrupted and you don't know, and you blindly take in a backup, it is also a good question. It happens also, so we cannot ignore the things. Okay, it can be happens like this. For example, this is your data. That data is there here, which is already corrupted, and the you don't know that one. So just you take in a backup and you keep it in a location. Okay, the backup location. So you keep here. Now what happened? Data is already corrupted. You taken a backup of corrupted data. So backup is there, but inside a backup, data is corrupted only. If data is corrupted here, and it is will be corrupted here. If it is good here, it can be a good here. Okay, if the already corrupted means in backup also it is already corrupted data will only be stored, it won't correct that one. So that is thing first. And there is two part of question is there. If directory contains corrupted files, then backup will also occur. How to, if not, archive or data was successfully backup or not? So that is you have to check that backup again. Successfully we are done backup or not, that is all. But internal data is corrupted already. That is. But this is second point actually. The first point is I have a data here. I have a data, and I have a backup. This is my backup location. So while you are taking a backup or storing a backup in the location, or maintaining a backup in the location, okay. So data may corrupted here. Data may corrupted here also. This data is okay, but this data is corrupted. One day you are planning to restore it because of this data is also corrupted or maybe removed. You want to restore this corrupted data in the location again, that will give you a problem also. Maybe in inside a backup also it will again be corrupted. Usually most of the techniques they use a crc to keep the data not to corrupted. Okay, crc they will use for not to get corrupted. So that is first important thing. Okay, next one is, so if in case we don't know whether data in the backup data is corrupted or good, We don't know. That's why it will give you two options. Do you want to restore in the original location or alternate location? When you want to restore the data, so do you want to restore in a original location or alternate location? So generally in a company's administrators, what they do, they restore it in a alternate location, means different location they restore it. They test the data, test data is good, then they restore into original location. Okay, so because of inside a backup, in the backup also data may corrupted, because already I told when you use a data automatically data is that format, right? That is the one. Okay, yeah, here it is. This is a one of the storage is called a mega z kind of stuff. Okay, here I already put some data. This also has free capacities, free limitations also available. Okay, so I use 4.89 out of 15 GB. Okay, 15 GB they are given now. Okay, so we have to give the password to store. Okay, you can transfer the data from one place to another place also. But problem is everything has a certain limitations. They don't give you freely. How they will give you freely? If multiple people are accessing at a time. So last time I used this one for one batch. What happened in the starting? If I want to share to someone and only there is a very limited people are there, means one or two people are there. Today they access. That's it. So I don't mind about other things. But if I uh, but we are almost like 37 38 people are there at a time. The people are accessing multiple people or monthly quota, how many downloads it will give, monthly, daily, weekly, total capacity to download, like that there is a quotas are there. Like that different organizations providing different accounts by paid or unpaid versions. So commonly we use a OneDrive. So in a Microsoft Windows itself, you have a OneDrive option in the scene. Like you can see this PC. This is the OneDrive. So you can keep the data here and you can access the data from any place. So just sample I put some data here and you can access the data from anywhere. That is one more important of your OneDrive or a cloud data. Google Drive, already Google Drive, already have we shared some applications and through Google Drive, including operating system also. Okay, so we can upload the data, you can access, you can share, and we can download from anywhere. iCloud usually is also a cloud storage also. Mega.nz. These are just an example. It's not enterprise solutions. Enterprise solutions wise personal or enterprise solution wise. Okay, so enterprise solutions also available by different organizations providing. So this is a cloud storages. You can type otherwise type what is the cloud. Okay, so different organizations also providing for enterprise purposes digital versions, Google Cloud, of course Microsoft Azure Cloud, and all other different clouds providing for storage solutions. Storing with RSC will always require the data to be compressed. What if we want to keep the data uncompressed? How CRC will be generated? How the error checking will be done? No, no, we don't need to be compressed always. It depends upon the technique. So compression, while you are compressing, so CRC also will be generated. Means for telling what type of compress it is. But it is not like that. Without a compression, also we can use the CRC. But better to use compression in a backup because we can save the space. One thing. But second thing is important is CRC. Without a compression we can generate a data, but I'm never done the CRC self generating kind of stuff. Only I've seen from some of my friends CSC people only. Okay. Okay, this is also giving Guru 99. Guys, this is a one of the website is also there, that is called a Guru 99. Also has so many questions and answers in Guru 99. So it is also having a certain materials like, see, ice drive, p cloud, mega, that's what I showed. Okay, 50 GB free storage space, but not now. Joho, it is now, it is become popular. It is work drive, Joho, OneDrive, Google Drive, we know that one. Dropbox is there from so many years, so many years. Earlier days to share the files, like, where different countries people are going for a tour and all, so they don't have a choice to store the everything into their memory cards or pen drives. So what they do, they'll put a Dropbox, so anywhere you can able to access. iDrive, I don't know, so Amazon Drive, Sync, something box, iCloud, Yandex media file. This is a usually torrent type of things. We can store anything in a media file, that is called one. So Kuf, Kuf, Kufr, Mia Media, My Media, Me Media, Jumpshare. These are the links for all the kind of stuff. And also give it a FAQs for a cloud storage also, how to access. So thing is, in a cloud storage you can store and you can access it also. And also, ransomware. What is a ransomware? Is recently it is attack of ransomware is there. So it will corrupt entire your system. So you cannot gain your drive also. You have to remove the hard disk. So you cannot format also. Okay. So they will encrypt your data, and they keep the data key with them, and you can see on the screen. Even I got a threatening mail. Accidentally I opened that mail. They said like, we are already watching, you are watching kind this kind of stuff, we have a Google history of your system. Okay, so you have to pay this amount, otherwise we'll do it. But I removed the mail. We'll see what will happen, we don't know, not yet. Okay, so ransomware, how to prevent your system from ransomware. Of course you have to use antiviruses, but still better to save data in Google Drive. Important thing is, important files, very important files, better to store in a at least Google Drive or OneDrive, which you are maintaining mail account. Okay, OneDrive is a Microsoft, this is a Google, this is iPhone or anything. So Google Drive is generally available for everyone, and so better to save certain data in your Google Drive. Okay, you can access the data from anywhere, that is a cloud. This site is got corrupted, but earlier this site is very good site. I downloaded so many things from here on, but now it is, I think it's last time I checked, almost like a 2 3 years, it is corrupted only. Here also we can, this one also we can upload and download the data. You can upload the data and we can download the data. Okay, if you know the name of the particular data, like, you can able to try to download that one. Okay. So corrupted means they will put everything into that one, and you will get a lot of these advertisements. Be careful. You must use something to not an. It's a very dangerous one, guys. Okay. So better once these kind of websites better not. Earlier it is very good, and later they down the site or something, or they given to someone. Okay, so they are not maintaining now, so it is not data properly, the files and are not there. Okay, yeah, so I'm stopping here.